Hi all, I have Pieces of 8 from Foley Brothers. I haven't had a Foley Brothers beer in quite a while. Last one I had, I think I did a video review of. It's called Skeleton Crew. That was a double IPA. And this one, I haven't checked it on Untapped. Maybe I've had it at some point, but it was like maybe an old bottle or something. I remember in the past years, sometimes their bombers would get down here not very fresh, and they do not put any packaging dating or anything on their beer, which is a little annoying. Yeah, this says nothing on there, and they have very little social media presence. I'm guessing this beer is maybe around a month old, but I don't know. That's the one thing I have against them, but they seem to brew kind of stable beers. They're not super hazy for the Vermont IPA. They're a little bit more like The Alchemist than Hill Farmstead. See, there's just a light haze in there and kind of dirty glass. So this has 8 different hop varieties in it. Probably a mixture of the sea hops and then some newer ones, mosaic and stuff. Getting a good aroma already. Quite a nice head, very nice carbonation. Some little tiny chunks in there, not much haze. It looks a little bit like, an unfiltered, very blonde IPA from, almost 10 years ago. Quite pale. And nicely carbonated head looks very nice. It's gonna stick around for a while. That smells really good. Definitely a subtle yeast strain here. Most of that is coming from all the different hops. It's a lot going on. It's tropical. It's got the Smarties kind of cotton candy thing. And a little bit of dankness, a little bit of pine. A lot going on, as you might expect from 8 different hops. I wonder how this compares to like Stone's and Joy Boy IPA, which that one tends to be a little paler and have like a huge blend of hops in it. This one's probably less bitter. It's also not as strong. This is only 8% alcohol. It's a really nice smell. It doesn't smell exactly like juice, but it is very tropical. It's very pineapple-y, peachy, mango-y. There's definitely a mosaic happening in this big. Nice mouthfeel. Actual bitterness in here, not Stone level. Same basic flavor as the aroma. A little bit spicier. Got some clean resins in the finish, a little bit more pine maybe. Looking very nice in the glass. Mouthfeel is almost silky, but then it gets pretty prickly as you swallow it. Fine carbonation, but yeah, it's pretty bitter. But that's the Foley Brothers styles, as they squeeze all the fruitiness out of their hops and make massive aromas. But then it's in a not ultra hazy beer, and it has a actual measurable bitterness that's probably up there, 80, maybe close to 100. Yeah, that's a pretty nice mouthfeel. And they say, yep, keep cold, drink fresh, but how are we supposed to know the age of this? They don't really advertise the batches on their Facebook. That's where they do things. They do have the list of cans listed on their website, but also I guess you'd have to pay attention to it weekly to see which cans are new. This does taste pretty fresh. I'd be surprised if it was much over a month old. There is some lingering like sticky resin bitterness now, but I think that is mainly just because they boil a lot of the hops in here and they use a lot of those more old-fashioned piney, sappy hops. And now it's kind of shifting into that area, more spicy rather than tropical. But a very, very well made beer that deserves like at least a 4. If you're in a mood for something that packs intense hop aroma and all that stuff that you want from a New England IPA, but you want it to be drier, more bitter, not like drinking sludge, this is a very good one to go for, or basically any of the Foley Brothers beers. Hopefully we get some of their single IPAs down here, and I can try those. Because I haven't had many of them in years when they sent some bombers down here. One of them was definitely Brett infected that I had years back. But otherwise, they make really good beers. Recommended, 4+. Bye.